You're listening to Artcast from our studio in Chamuina, Tanzania.
Hello, dear listeners. Welcome to Artcast Radio, broadcasting from our studios in Chamwino, Dodoma, Tanzania. Your host today is me, Ayubu Mbarazi, who will take you through an interesting experience of volunteering. As we know, volunteering in many countries, especially Africa, has been seen as a waste of time that a person can use for other activities that can actually help them make some money. And today our main focus will be volunteering at the Chamwino Cigogo Music Festival in Dodoma, Tanzania. The Cigogo Music Festival that started 13 years ago, and it was founded by Dr. Kedmon Mapana. The festival is one of the most unique festivals in Tanzania, also a very good reference to our volunteering activities. It is a good reference because in Cigogo Music Festival, it includes more than 100 volunteers who are also found in different places in Tanzania. Together they go to Chamwino and volunteering in the festival. These volunteers are motivated by the unique tradition-based activity of the festival, which aim at promoting cultural and traditional activity of the Cigogo tribe. The festival happened in every July of every year since 2000s, and this year it was the 10th anniversary of the Cigogo Music Festival. So I talk too much, so I will go straight to the main focus, the experience and the reason for those volunteering to decide to take part on the festival. The following are the interviews from different volunteers who took part in the 10th Cigogo Music Festival. I hope everyone will listen and learn something from them. So enjoy the interviews and stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Jacqueline Frank Belnott, and I am among the volunteers who participated in the 10th Chamwino Music Festival. I am very happy first to be one of the volunteers who participated in that. It was such a very funny event and very nice, in fact. I got a chance to learn about different cultures, music of different cultures, especially the Cigogo music. And in my experience also, I've learned to live with people of different places because, in fact, it's my second time to be a volunteer, but every year it's a different year. You meet different people, so it's a very wonderful experience for me. And also I have learned how to live and communicate with these people, because sometimes you tend to a group which most of the members do not understand the language that you're using, and it's kind of hard to communicate, but you learn how to work. So to me it was a very, very wonderful experience, and the passion that those musicians, those dancers had, it was priceless. So I've learned that we should have learned how to appreciate our culture, how to appreciate our music through those people's smiles and those people's facial expression, because they really enjoyed the music. You know, the condition maybe were not so favorable to everyone, but they were able to live with it. They forget everything, and only music was there in their faces, and that was really wonderful to me. What I would say to other people about this festival is that there is nothing like this festival. That is the first thing that I would say, especially in Tanzania, where you get to see cultures of different places, different people in one place. People coming from different places for 3-4 days. It's not easy. They leave everything behind just for the music. It's really something. And I would say that as much as these people, these musicians and dancers, love and embrace their culture, I think other people should learn from that their culture is priceless. They should learn to embrace it, to live with it, but also to make it continue to other generation, because I think other generation are missing out on this. There are people who are born in these days and they don't know anything about their culture. But when you see that in those people's faces, in those dancers and musicians, you see that they love what they're doing, but also they're embracing it. It's part of who they are. And as a person, I think it's very important that you know about your culture, because that's who you are. So people out there, I would say, if you get a chance, come to the festival next year or other years to come, because it's a really nice experience that you're going to get, and it's priceless.
Hello dear listeners, my name is Gudrun Mwanyika from Chamwino Art Center here in Dodoma, Tanzania. For the past 2 weeks I've been working as a volunteer in the 10th Cigogo Music Festival, which occurred annually in Chamwino, Dodoma. My experience is somehow new experience, as it's my first time to volunteer in this Cigogo Music Festival, and I learned a lot from the volunteer service, because as we know, I'm a graduate, and we know that there are a lot of employment problems. So in order to be trusted, you need to engage yourself in several activities, especially voluntary activities. So my work here was working in the videography department, making sure that we capture all the moments that occurred in the stage, and to edit it so we can get output of the whole festival. So far we're doing well, because I'm still here in Dodoma working on it, and I'm learning a lot, working in a team, working with different people, different mindset, in different area away from my home place. It's always not that easy as people think. That actually it's not easy to be connected with new environment, new people, new surroundings, but it's a part of learning, because in life we all know that you won't stay in one place forever. You have to move, you have to know your surround, you have to know your people, you have to know different culture. The one thing about the festival itself is that it connects people through the music. Different people from different areas here in Tanzania were together from 26th of July to 29th of July. 3 days of busy activities, busy performance, amazing, fantastic performance from different artists. Uh, I'm very interested to continue working with Chamwino Art Center because I found out that their goal, their vision of preserving and promoting African traditional and culture is what I'm aiming also to do in my life. That as African, I need to preserve and promote my culture. So that's what I can say. I really want to continue working with this organization, and I hope through this voluntary service I can be trusted, and the organizers, the directors, the team, the office, they can know my potential ability and my attitude of working with people and working as a team. We are trying as young people, we are always trying to find opportunities, and opportunities it never come to you easily, so you have to find out, and voluntary service is one of the way to find those opportunities. So far we are doing well, and we are hoping that for the next festival, the 11th festival Cigogo Music, we'll be here again, working again, continue preserving and promoting our African traditional culture and dance. Thank you. It's me, Gudrun Mwanyika, reporting here from Artcast Radio, Dodoma, Chamwino.
My name is Albert Augustine Maulaga. Talking about my experience during the 10th CIC Cigogo Music Festival, I have three things. First, as a volunteer, I felt so privileged to be there and participate in such an outstanding event, which one gets such a rare opportunity to be part of the traditional African performance, taking place in the actual African space with its naturality. Not everyone gets this opportunity every day. As an art student or an artist, I felt so proud of my home music, African traditional music. The 10th CAC Cigogo Music Festival was a platform to me, a platform to understand our music and develop pride as an African artist, the pride that molds love for our music and art at large. Also, the festival made me understand practically what is exactly meant when the word say Africa is the continent of music and ngoma. For sure, Africa is the origin of music. As an African, the 10th CAC Music Festival or Cigogo Music Festival taught me that we Africans have a lot to share. We have a lot to share to the world and make the people out there flood to Africa, come to see how rich and peculiar our cultural realities are. We need, as Africans, to preserve our cultural realities and embrace our traditional art, especially music, and work boastfully as Africans. My message to the listeners all over the world: do not look down at African traditional music. Do not plan to miss any African traditional art, such as Chamwino Art Center Cigogo Music Festival. Africa is art, and Africa is art. Art is Africa, and Africa is art.
Well, these interviews are, or as I like to call them, confession on the importance of volunteering, should be enough motivation for the young people out there who are having hard time to choose or decide what to do, if they can volunteer or they cannot. This kind of interviews should be also a very good motivation for the society to support volunteers, to support their young people, their youth, when they want to volunteer in different field of expertise. For example, when people want to volunteer in a hospital, when people want to volunteer in a community activities like cleaning the road or in refugees camp, people should support them, because this helps them to be better people, helps them to build some confidence and experience to their professional life for future life. So the society should support it. So after that short explanation about the volunteering interviews that have already happened. So I want to give you a short music from the festival, a short break with a very good tradition music which was also performed in the festival. So I hope you will enjoy it. Stay tuned because we have more interviews after this short music. Well, after a very good music break, let's continue with our interviews and listen to these young volunteers on their experience.
Few days has passed since Cigogo Music Festival conducted, and 100 of people appear as much as they can than what I expected. My name is Husna John Aga, Judaism student, and I take film and television art. And I take my time and everything to volunteer in Chamwino Art Center and to be part of crew on 10th Cigogo Music Festival. And the day when I reached Chamwino, the love and all kind of hospitality were too amazing. My mind was creating something different than what I came to find there. What I came to see in reality and everything. I'm just happy and humbled to be part of Chamwino at Center crew and to be part of crew of 10th Cigogo Music Festival. I got a lot of experience actually, and I attend the festival. It's my first time, and it makes me meet a lot of people of Chamwino society and outside of Chamwino society. And in my life, I never expected to be work with the many people like that. Not only the many people, actually the hundreds of people. The hundreds of people who put their eyes on you, waiting you to do something. Such kind of experience I never had. All in all, I can't forget all the fun and enjoyment I got since day one I traveled from Dar es Salaam to Chamwino, and all the days I stayed there and spent all my time. I have a good time and a lot of memories that spawned on me. I have many things to say, but my advice and call for other different people is in and outside of Chamwino is to participate more as much as they can, so as to taste the difference of traditional songs and dancing and all things that appear on the festival. The thing they will get, they can never forget. Things I learned there, it's changed my life and everything. I learned the power of love, unity, cooperation, effort, and more. Things I got more surprised of is how Chamwino people treat the festival. It was like a Christmas holiday to them. They all excited about the festival and they all participate as more as they can. They use everything they have, they participate well, they enjoy and have everything. More than 58 group participate. I think you can imagine how people they always appreciate and they are having many things about the festival. I have so much things to say. Every day when sunrise, I have a lot of things to say about Cigogo Music Festival. I just feel sometimes to backward the days so the festival could start again, so I could get another experience. I hope the next year festival I will participate again and again and again and again. Actually, my special thanks goes to Dr. Mapana, who gave us the priority to participate and to be part of 10th Chamwino Music Festival and to be part of Chamwino Art Center. All the leaders that took their time to join us, different media artists, and all in all, Chamwino people, for being together with us since day one of the festival. May my Almighty God grant you the need of your heart. Lastly, I thank myself and everything about me for being there and everything. Lastly, I just say, Karibuni Chamwino, asanteni sana.
Hello, my name is Andrew Yohana Mjema, and for these past few days I've been volunteering at Chamwino Art Center, and for my side the experience that I found working as a volunteer in this festival at Chamwino Art Center Dodoma it was really, really great. I find it amazing and very opening, and it gives me an exposure, also experience, and I at the festival I was dealing with sound engineering and sound editing, but also I find it very, very amazing place, an amazing experience, simply because it gives me a space, or gives me a space or a place for me to show what I can do. And this place has been grateful for people like us who wants to explore and show our talents to people, and it has been a great exposure for me. And I think for other people who wants to join or to volunteer at this festival, the next coming festival next year, I think they will find it great as I did, because it is a great influence, but also the fact that this place is still growing, and it's like it's a baby, it's starting growing. It only have 10 years, by the way, so it's a place whereby it can build your career in your life, but also it can be a place where you could be later standing as a creator or generator, because this place enables people to deliver their ideas and creativity, which are accepted and as well as promoted. So it gives you or provide a space for you to not only show your creativity, but also be the founder, or it gives you the prestige of being proud that you have done this and this, you're the founder of this, you created this. That's a good credit, because most of the artists of nowadays, credit is the most important thing. So it helps you to get exposure, people to know you, people to see your work, people to see what you can really do. So it can also give you a great window or door of success, in your life. So for those who wants to come to volunteer next year in this festival, warmly welcome. And I really influence you or advise you to be or to come or to volunteer at this festival, which it is undertaken here in Ikulu, Chamwino, Dodoma. But the great challenge that we found right here is the challenge of water, simply because this place by nature lacks water, but also dust, simply because it's the nature of the place, semi-desert areas. But this is the center of Tanzania. So the other challenge that I find right here is maybe the issue of transport. Where you want to go, you have to walk by foot, and I can't blame that because the place is still growing, and cold also. It really get cold at night. That's the most big challenge, but also sometimes communicating with people during providing services. Maybe you want to communicate with people right here. You may find the challenge of communication language. You may not understand what someone need or want simply because they usually use Cigogo language, which may be new to you. Also, it becomes a great problem for people like me, simply because I don't know. So it creates me that misunderstanding between a conversation. Okay, and the last suggestion for you guys who want to come right here and volunteer. I feel this is a great and an amazing opportunity for you to show and prosper your dreams. Thank you very much, and you're welcome at Chamwino Art Center, Ikulu, Dodoma. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Gary Elasto Tembo. I'm also a volunteer in this Chamwino 10th Festival. I have good experience of these volunteering activities because I was here last year during the 9th Chamwino's Festival. Volunteering is a good thing especially for us youth because it gives us experience, connections, but also, as Goodland said, it helps us to be trusted to someone else who never worked with you before. Through this volunteering, I met a lot of people who did internship different places. Like there's these two boys who did internship in Bulgaria, but also I met one from Rwanda. He did also internship in South Africa. So they give me different perspective, they give me different experiences. So volunteering for this festival, it helps to build up my capacity of thinking, but also to socialize with people, to learn my traditional, especially I can say to learn my culture, but also it helps me to show what I got to prove to the people, because I'm a professional filmmaker. I graduated last year in University of Dar es Salaam. So here it's my first time and press to work in the big project of producing documentary, especially to cover the whole documentation of events. It's not easy to be given the task like this especially for the young like me who graduated last year, who never have any work of doing documentation, to be given this opportunity to shoot documentary. But this is my first time to do this big project, so I hope one day, once I want another, I think it will give me opportunity, it open me another doors. If I heard somewhere they want someone to make a documentary, I can go with this work as assistant director and show that I was doing these activities. I was volunteering in Chamwino, and this is part of my work, so I can be trusted and given the deal. That's all. But also my experience, it helped also to make me stronger to overcome challenges, because I work with different peoples with different perspectives. So through that, it helps me to become strong and strong. Thank you.
After a very productive, motivational, and good interview from our volunteers, I would like to send my gratitude and thanks to Open Space Foundation from Sofia, Bulgaria, Chamwino Art Center from Chamwino, Dodoma, Tanzania, Soul Expression, and Mind Vagant for making this podcast possible. Until next time, it's me, your host, Ayubu Mbarazi. Ciao.
The project is carried out thanks to the financial support of the European program Erasmus+, K-Action 2, Capacity Building in the Field of Youth.